Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back once again for another Let's Play of Echoes of Wisdom, and if you did miss out during the last episode, well, we just went and finished off with everything that we needed to do with helping of the said Gorons, since we already went and battled throughout our way of the said Elden Temple, and went through the said boss of Volvagia. Well, now what is going to happen here is that we are going to be starting to reach off into, I want to say, the last of the said type of destinations for another said type of sanction that we have to go and search for, and that has to deal with something with Lineru. Well, we are going to have to go and travel all the way up into the snowy region of the Hebra Mountains to go and figure out where this said type of rift part is going to be showing up. Well, I don't really think we can really go and do too much around within here at the Hebra Mountains just yet, so it looks like what we're going to have to go and do is actually return all the way back to one of these said type of Deku business scrub shops and pick up what some extra type of heat type of smoothies, or at least have some sort of echo alongside with us to somewhat kind of brace through the said type of cold that is going to happen throughout here. So I strongly recommend that make sure that you have anything echo type of friendly related that is going to be dealing with anything anything of like fire related stuff, and I know that a Nixol can at least somewhat help you out pretty nicely, but also as well too, having up with any of those type of set backup of those fire smoothies can really go and help you out pretty much within here. Doesn't really seem like there is anything of heat type of equipment wise along with our time for right now. I don't know if that is something that we will probably go and find later on, but somebody could probably let me know in the comments down below if we ever do go and pick up with something like that, so that we can at least somewhat help out with Zelda there. But to my knowledge so far, we haven't really came across with anything like that. So there we go, another said teleporter has now been activated, and we are getting a little bit more closely to where we're going to be meeting up with a friendly type of creature that's going to be around over here. And I guess you could kind of say that this type of character that we're going to be meeting up is somewhat of a familiar type of I want to say type of race that we went and met up from before, known as the Inuki. And I don't know if this is somebody that is known as an Inuki. It doesn't really seem like they kind of have that same type of design. I know that they do have the same type of antlers and whatnot, but don't know if they are like a part of an Inuki race or something. But he is going to take us alongside into his house, and we'll be able to go and do a little bit of some exploration throughout here until the snow actually somewhat kind of dims on down a little bit. But pretty soon we are going to be heading off into a little bit of a said cave area to go and reach off into, it seems like for what we're going to be kind of doing within here the Hebra Mountain is reaching off into another said part of the rift type of entrances that we're going to have to go and find. So basically here in his house is that we are going to have to kind of just snoop around and check some stuff as time goes on and passes through. So even though that we could technically go and head on out of there, it seems like the game is not going to really allow us to go ahead and do that. But there is some interesting things if you want to go and read up alongside out here. You do have a set type of diary for this Conde guy. And also as well too, you do have some tools to go and check out. There's also a sketch of a drawing, I guess, with his family or something that you can also go and see from here. And now, if you guys are kind of wondering about what has been going on out, within my time of the real world, right now I'm currently in film school at the moment, and I do have to say that it's been, I think, my 5th week so far within film school right now as my first semester, and I do have to say it's been pretty fun so far. Got to learn quite a bit of different things for what the cinematography thing is all about, and there was also some other different courses that are also really neat. But I know that the one type of course that I'm really much looking forward to, and what is my dream passion, if you guys have been following along within my channel for quite some time, is, well, I love to do video editing. That's why this is my passion. This is why I like to go and do these type of said videos for you guys, and been looking forward to see what other type of new type of skills that I can kind of somewhat honed on into and actually kind of bring it alongside into the forefront. Now with cinematography, by the way, it actually deals with a lot of like lighting and things like that, so I am kind of getting into the know about how the photography of like said type of cameras actually works. So I'm starting to learn about how I want to say like how ISOs are somewhat like important to like lighting and whatnot. So hopefully at some point down the road for a said type of topic related video or something like that, you guys should be able to go and see that maybe at some point down the road I'll probably have much better lighting if I could go and fix that all out because I think that would be really cool. But let's go and check around over here as we go along. And it seems like Conde is checking out with his, I guess, with one of his family type of, I guess, unfortunate tombstones that are there. I guess somebody passed away, I guess, in his family there. And off he goes. It seems like he's going to be heading off into a sub part within the actual cave itself, which we will be seeing at some point. But there will be some new echoes within the actual said cave, so if you are looking forward for a set type of ice keys, there is a set type of thing that will be there. I think also as well too, you can actually go and find some ice blocks, which I think that will probably be something that will be majority of what's going to happen probably throughout the said rift exploration as we go along. And also as well too, I believe you can also get yourself with a boulder of like some sort of like snow boulder, which I don't know if that's going to become anything useful within here. But there we go. That's a set ice keys for us. So very nice. Collecting all the different set elemental ice keys as we, or well, I should say any type of keys for that matter as we go along throughout here. All right, let's go and head through the other said door. And yeah, this is where we can actually go and interact with some of these different said ice blocks. But for right now, we're not going to really go and worry about that because for what we're going to do is actually somewhat kind of check around for a little bit. And there should be not one, but two said different doors that will be here. One of them will actually take us to where Conde is going to be. And then the other said door is going to take us into a little bit of a side path if you are looking forward into any more side stuff. Oh, and it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a set enemy along with our time as well, too. And I think an Enigsoul is not going to really help out for that one. But this seems like this is like a level 2 type of guy that's going to be here. So let's go and finally see what we got over here in this part. And we got ourselves now with a spear mob on level 2. Okay. So let's just go and head through the side room here. This is where we will be picking up with the said ice block and also with the snow boulders here. And yes, unfortunately, they will push you off, but there is a way that we can actually go and somewhat make sure that they don't really hit us anymore. And that's just by using any of your said fire enemies to destroy them out along within our time here. Well, not like that, but we'll do it again. There we go. Got ourselves with the snowball echo. But yes, you are allowed to use the Enigsoul and actually blow up with the said rock there. So there you go. And even though that's anything too important, we got some 50 rupees. And time to go and end off with this episode by talking over here to Conde one more other time. And I'll let this video go and play itself out. So thank you guys so much for going and stopping by out here for Echoes of Wisdom. See you in the next time when we go and actually hopefully try to jump on into for whatever the next other said rift is going to be. So see you guys then and peace.